As Fire and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Temuyuji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Were you telling the truth? If our EB hits 0, a BP hits 0, do we really?
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right? Don't worry. You made the right choice.
Have I seen this? No. You better not have lied to me so I'd choose betray.
Well, Zero will tell you if I lied or not.
0?
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
I can't remember who we betrayed here.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
And I can't remember what the last room we escaped from was. Was it the bar? Hey, Fire, hold on. Damn it.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Amberdex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
That's right, we went... At the end of last stream, we went through the last starting door. No, wrong button. That one. We went through that door. We done that escape room, and we chose betray there. So we are definitely getting through it. I'm thinking it looks like we're a bit less than halfway. Oh. Luna. But everyone, betray ally, betray ally, betray ally. All the pairs betrayed the solos. Yeah, he did read that. Just making sure we didn't miss it.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Once again, I'm sorry for betraying you.
Sigma?
I'm sorry.
Why did you and Vi do that?
Because I knew I had to do it eventually and I wanted to get it out of the way. That's why I did it.
All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together.
Yeah, I know.
After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points.
I'm hoping the true ending is everyone allies 3 times and escapes.
But now why?
I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong.
That's why Fire wanted to do it.
I'm not trying to get out first or anything.
Sounds like it.
Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna's was sadness and disappointment. Fire opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, What were you thinking?
Why is Alice yelling at us?
I'm sorry, Alice.
Ah, not at us, at Clover. Because Clover and her partner betrayed her.
I didn't think you'd choose Ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alice would never betray Clover. They're good friends.
Well, no, that's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
I don't think she would.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
I don't think Alice would have thought that Clover would betray her.
Clover would never choose that, of course.
No.
But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face?
True.
If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yep. And Alice was certain that Clover would refuse to betray.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance?
No.
I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it.
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
Now I can tell Alice is mad at Kay, not Clover. Which is the right way to think.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
That was when I finally noticed Dio, Quark, and Tenmyuji.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much.
Ooh. If he just knew what we knew, that they are family and that they're extremely close to each other.
You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It looked like things hadn't gone as planned for other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
All this again.
Well,
We don't need to listen to any of this again. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait. I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
And I'm paired with Alice this time.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
And they have to be pair.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything!
I find that a little bit hard to believe that there's no rules for what will happen with the new pairings.
Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not...
We've heard all this again. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head and cleared it. To clear it, stood up straight and headed off. This time I might do the crew quarters last. Do this one first. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Hello, Kid Quark.
Nothing yet.
Oh?
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly.
When they were escaping it.
I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here again? Here then.
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fi, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now.
The evidence doesn't really point to him. It's just he fits in the places where the evidence shows there is proof of the evidence. Him and Clover were in the room that she was found in, but Clover was asleep, so he was the only one awake there. She died 4 hours before she was, or 3-4 hours before she was found, which would have meant she died just before the whole game started. Was that it? I can't remember if there was more evidence.
If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask. But do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
I have a feeling that Tamiuji knew her.
You still can't remember anything?
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh.
Nothing against you, Kay, but hidden away in that armor, it does kind of make you look a bit suspicious.
I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not.
But what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural.
Normal? Natural.
I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No, I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
Did he just undress in front of everyone? With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here, on the back of your head.
A hole?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
I just kind of remembered something. I can't remember if what I'm thinking was right or whatever, so I won't actually say it. But if it was right, I can't remember how they got to doing that, so yeah.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you?
Yep, exactly why I don't want to wear glasses.
That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
I might go with my plan of going crew quarters last. I reckon I done crew quarters last first time? Actually, no, I went lounge last first time, so I'll go lounge this time. I was thinking maybe I'd head to the lounge.
Very well. I shall head for the crew quarters then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Fire, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait. Did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
Yep, we already found that out from Clover. What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
He was the third one that was in the capsule. How we had the capsules earlier in the game. I deducted that Clover and Alice, because they were taken 3 days earlier, to stop them waking up, they were put in the capsules. And there was a third person that was in the capsule as well. I'm thinking he was the third person. Does that mean we were just sleeping until the Nonary Games started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Maybe, maybe not. I may have been the last one that was abducted. But I know I wasn't one of the first three. Oh, well, I guess that explains why I feel kinda dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Well, maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article. Looks like...
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continued to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. I still think that should have 3 more zeros. 100,000 victims, depending how quick it is, doesn't really sound much for a pandemic. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure.
Well, they've never heard of it. They were all kidnapped on different days by a masked man using smoke to abduct them. I don't think they were infected.
But look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are.
For now, you look healthy.
But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
And if it is worldwide, 100,000 victims is not many at all.
This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
Not yet.
You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
We have seen you infected, though, in another timeline. And we have seen you once we put you to sleep, and once you kind of stabbed yourself in the heart as a result from the virus.
I can see it in your eyes.
No, I don't want to touch it.
Go on. Try.
Well, I'm feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people?
Not enough people, and everyone is too healthy.
This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you do have a point there.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this Nonary game.
Yep,
Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
they wouldn't. Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Which means either it spread after we were all abducted, so none of us heard of it, and it's been a few days, allowing time for it to spread, or somehow we've lost memory of it from before we were abducted or something.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out.
Yeah.
If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around.
You're talking for Alice now, are you?
You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Yeah, I don't trust you either, Dio. Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone. Crew quarters. I do like that all these conversations are different, and each time we've come to them, the rooms have had different people in them and different conversations and all that sort of stuff. But it kind of makes me think the way that they've done the conversations. The first order that we done the rooms in kind of felt like that's the order they needed to be in for the conversations to go in that order. Because if we done a different room last, or we done our last room earlier, it couldn't have ended the way it did. So, yeah, I don't know how that works. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh?
Oh, Sigma. What are you doing here?
What are you so angry about? Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
What happened to you, Tenmyuji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
No, you've definitely been acting weird. Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm going to wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all of this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenryuji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover, Luna,
Sigma, where'd you come from?
did you not hear? Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess.
I guess?
I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
I can tell that you came with them too because they're the other two that are here with me. With us.